thought you didn't really like her. Proxy, do you believe in fate? I do. I see. I've always thought that a predetermined fate is a very sad thing. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollows. Ambi. Yeah, I did try her trial. Yeah.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important.
Oh, but I didn't try trigger. Ooh, cool, bro.
New Erity's future may well depend on it. Look at the... Light him up. Keep up the... Look at the... Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Light him up. Retreat to advance.
Mind what I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Look at the... Resolve. It's time. Off balance.
Time to focus. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
A perfect conduit. Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and become hugely popular. Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Ha! Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. For who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Ambi is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our boat doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need those works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Why? Why is that even a thing? Bruh, I shouldn't really say that. Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I am entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely grateful to you. Alright, let's go. Let's go and see this ring. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reason. Clearly, there is no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for amongst these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I've brought some food with me. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Do I really look like I want to eat those leftovers? You actually do, just a little.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Yeah,
Neither do I.
Find a plushie toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plushie toy, right? Trust me, bro. People did it before, but oh well. Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Emotionally stable. How do you even know that? You find the lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one will put a ring in a lunchbox. It will spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
You find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside it. Does Sienna actually want to find the so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seem worried for a while now.
Keep up the pressure.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Something's wrong? Do you have
Her
a
location
foresight
should
ability or
still be
something?
safe.
I hope so.
Light him off.
Ah, shoot. Sienna down. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
She was trying to die? Does she not have ether aptitude? But don't they turn into ethereals? I'm confused.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam.
Yeah, okay. Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
She offed herself?
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Damn. All for her daughter.
It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
This is just sad, bro. After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
Yeah, she has foresight, alright. Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I
Yep.
was a little girl.
Foresight, alright.
But the things I see are always something bad.
Damn.
Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
That is messed up.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
No, they happen anyways. It's seeing the future, hello?
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
That is messed up.
I just wanted to warn you all.
When people are scared, they gang up on someone they don't agree with or something.
I'm sorry.
Some stuff. After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I hope no misfortune.
Oh, what? No matter what, I just hope she finally gets the rest in peace.
Whether I foresee it or not. Ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. Does she shed tears because it's an automatic mechanism, or does she shed tears because she's sad for what's gonna happen? That's something we don't know, yeah? I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it, no matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silently for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notorious stingy Hartman engaging in such money-losing business. Maybe Tops demands it. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sierra is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while back. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the in-touch Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover, but I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are Italians nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. We gotta keep going, yeah?
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed? In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? Focus. Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Time to focus fire. Quick shot. Ether vision activate.
Right on cue.
I'll pierce right through. Copy. Target locked. This bullet will reach its mark.
Focus switch. You won't back down.
Time to pin them down. Supporting position.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and Ambi leaves.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you.
Thank you. I would like to hear it as well.
These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Going, nothing to take. Very good. Let's go. Found it. The vending machine. Bringer belongings are probably stashed away in there. By the vending machine. That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first. He searched the vending machine up and down, but found nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
we're about to fall into a trap. Or maybe a different vending machine? Same area? I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringing belongings. What could they be? You search the vending machine in front of you. Thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Proxy, I have a feeling. Moving belongs that are definitely inside the vending machine in front of us. I believe you. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you are about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. Whoa, Mr. Proxy. So this is how it's done. Your league's ahead of professional intelligence broker. Okay. I got lucky, but sure, thanks. Oh, Hugo!
Is that all?
Notebook.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materialized to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Yeah, figured as much. I knew she was part of it.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous, and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by.
Bro thinks he's Robin Hood now?
Of course. Besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
All right, that makes sense. I can agree with that.
Thank you. I knew if anyone, you'd understand. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Ooh, fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.